Okay, so here is where she saw somebody walk by, was right behind the bus over here. It looks like it's farther away on camera than it actually is. And this is also the same spot where Courtney was camped at our camp out last year, where the amazing activity happened. And let's go over here and see some footprints. Gabby's got her nose down sniffing.
Where is it, Gabby? Where'd they go?
Right there.
Now walk, she said.
Okay, so you can't hear this. They're over there directing her to walk to recreate what they saw. And that is what Sandy saw, except it was, the creature was black from head to toe.
So are there any prints there?
She said there's prints. I don't know where you're at.
Yeah.
There's a little one over here.
Okay, it looks like maybe a partial print right here. And then, oh my goodness.
See that one?
Right here.
Yeah.
That's got the break.
Break and everything.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Quite the impression. Nothing underneath. That's okay, just marking it.
Isn't that great?
It is, and then looks like possibly one there.
And one up by that other down there.
Yeah, over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this would come from the direction where Gabby was looking when she barked.
Right. Oh, there's some deep impression over there too.
Yeah, another one there. You know, nothing that's really clear, but definitely deep impressions.
Right.
Another one over here. Look at this one, Sandy. Look at that.
Yeah, I know that.
Oh,
like
yeah,
one.
look at that.
That's a really good one.
That's a really good one.
Mm.
It was interesting, Barb, because I had just come up this little driveway, walked down there, and then Debbie and I, when we caught up, we were still down there, and walked right back by here, went into our area, built the fire, she barks, and then I see this individual.
Who's
like,
black from head to toe.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, so did we walk right by you? Interesting.
Very interesting.
But those are good prints.
Yeah, that's a really good one right there.
Those
I mean,
are good
what I
prints.
find is interesting on this is how deep it is.
Yeah.
It's got the break, and look at how broad this is.
Right,
you know, it's obviously got some toe marks here,
Right.
and how broad that goes compared to how narrow the heel is here.
I'm going to get my measuring tape and measure it.
Yeah, that might even be castable there.
They might have been loitering with you. I mean, you guys are right there.
Head of your bed
Far corner.
Over there?
Yeah. So it would have been like right in here when I heard the thump. Something that hit the ground would have been, it was like right here. So we got that right there, but it's not very definitive.
No.
And what about something there? This is a little pressed down here, but I'm not really seeing much. It was like right here, right off the corner of the the tent. So I'm not really seeing anything. So yeah, what would have happened? My head was right here, and it was, what I heard was something went just like that. Yeah, just from there all the way across. Just like that. And then it was a few minutes later, I played a few notes on the flute, and then just like right in here, just right off this corner.
Like,
yeah. Okay, so this is Debbie's tent.
Yep.
And then this, you guys found this when you were setting that up.
Right, on Tuesday.
That's very, very interesting. I mean, you can see how that's pushed up there.
Yeah. And how, so this is higher than this,
Yes.
is lower, and then
It looks like there may be some break in here.
sunk down right in there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
The
that
big
huge
extended,
toe.
slightly turned out big toe. So
Goes all the
similar
way
to what
back
I've seen
there.
down by the cabin.
Isn't that cool?
That is very cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. I was like, did you see this? We were so busy putting that tent up, but oh my gosh, I was like, holy cow, where's the other one?
Yeah,
Or is
just
it
the
underneath
one.
our tent?
You know, I'm going to get that picture out. Remember when your tent was, I think, right here. And right off the corner, you had a print.
Yeah.
Not as deep,
No.
but it clearly had that same massive big toe.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on. That is cool.
Isn't that great?
Nice
Great
one.
print.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was wondering, you know, when Courtney kept hearing like the cooler open
Yeah,
right outside her window.
yeah.
Well, there's only the one cooler. All my coolers are on the other side of the
Oh,
camp.
so it was the same cooler over and over
Open,
she was
'cause you would
hearing.
not have heard that all the way over
Yeah.
there.
No.
So I wonder, now this is just far-fetched, who knows, but I wonder if they heard it enough, us opening those, they were mimicking the cooler.
Oh, mimicking the sound.
They're mimicking the sound.
That could be.
Because I'm constantly in and out of those darn coolers.
Yeah,
looking
open,
for
close,
something.
open, close, open, close.
And then hers is right there. So,
Yeah.
I mean, they could have.
They could have.
Kept opening and closing her, then maybe they were mimicking it.
Oh, and you know, last year Mike and Anna had their motorhome in that spot, and
Yeah.
Anna was reporting that one night that something was, tapping on the back of the
Right,
motorhome
right.
in that same spot
The same
over and
spot,
over and over. She said
right.
it went on for 45 minutes or so, if I
Yes, that's
remember
right.
correctly.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right on.
Interesting. Yeah, that just came to my mind when she was talking. I was like, dang, they were opening and closing that a lot, or were they mimicking it?
Yeah, when she first told me, I was thinking, well, there must have been multiple coolers, but yeah,
Right.
that's the only
No,
one that's
the only
right
one.
there.
The other ones are over by my tent. So,
Wow.
And if it's a juvenile, they would be toying with us.
They would.
Yeah.
It's like, let's see if they can hear me in there. Open, close, open, close.
Look at me, I'm walking. Look at me.
Yeah. Let's see what I can get away with without. How far can I push this before they're going to notice?
Right. Well, and I just thought it was Patricia. So then the more I thought about it, I was like, well, wait a minute. There was no
No.
color. There was no blonde.
You can clearly see her blonde hair and the
Yeah.
different colors of her clothing.
Yeah, there was none
You know, there's at that distance, it would be impossible to miss the blonde hair
Oh, yeah.
and
yeah.
the colors of the
Colors.
clothing.
And so that's when I asked him, you know, did you guys have black on? Did you sleep in black long underwear? And she's like, well, I had a black shirt on. I said, did you have black pants on? Did you have a black hat? Did you? And she's
Yeah.
like, no. Like, okay, well, that wasn't you guys.
Yeah.
But it was a slender build. And it just...
Well, that would be right for a juvenile to be thin. Who's up there ahead of us?
Claire and David. He was
Ah.
showing her
Okay.
the trees, so you might get a whole narration of the.
Okay, that's cool.
So right here was his tent,
Okay, yeah. So this is where David was sleeping the
Yeah.
first night.
and he had his headbuds in, and he was listening to music, and he heard like right where Tristan is at, 3 or 4 stomps. So he takes the buds out, didn't hear anything, put them back in, and sometime around 3 o'clock in the morning, he heard this tree fall, and it's quite a lovely thing. It's about 6 inches around, I'd say 35 feet tall, and it's broken off 17 feet up.
Wow.
Yeah, we think a juvenile was swinging up there and was too heavy and cracked it.
Just couldn't take the weight.
Yeah, because it's not a push. You can tell it's not a push.
Well, you know, that's what happened up behind the cabin the day after I saw that one that was the size of a large man jumping through the treetops. The next morning, there was a tree right there at the bottom of the hill, snapped.
This is the one,
Wow.
and there's the break way up in the air.
So it's
Look
like
at
15
that.
feet up, you know.
So
Yeah, that is snapped
if
off.
that was 20 feet behind your tent, would
Yeah.
you be like, oh my God?
He was camping right over there.
Yep.
And this came down while he was sleeping.
And he also said he heard something like stomping too.
Right
Wow.
behind his head,
Yeah.
behind the tent.
Wow,
That'll
that's quite the
wake you up.
break, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And that's a
There
sharp
was no
drive.
wind.
No,
Nope.
we
No.
didn't
Even
have
the snow didn't accumulate and make any weight.
No,
Oh,
we
he's
didn't
waving us
have
over
any
there.
needles falling on our tent. It was a airless night, windless.
Yeah.
It was still as still could
Yeah.
be. And that thing, and you know, Pat and I both woke up within a few minutes of each other around 3:10, and we think this is what woke us up. We just didn't know it because we both had to get up and go wee.
Wow.
At that
Oh, you know,
time.
and I think Nancy, who's down right on the other side of the river over there, I think she said she heard it snap too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's profound.
Yes,
because
it
that's a
is.
distance.
That is. So that, I mean, look how far it was ripped.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yep.
that's what, 7 feet?
17 feet.
Yeah,
up.
the just
And then
the
there's
part
a
that's
7-foot
stripped.
spike.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's a heck of a fracture on that.
Sure is. Well, he's waving us over there. Let's go see what he wants to show us.
Okay. So we think this is a thoroughfare here, Barb. And he was on their trail and they were displeased with it. 'Cause
Yep.
it's a clear path going
Down to the
back
river.
into the blow down
Yeah.
in the river. So
Well, that looks really fresh right there.
Check it out. Go around and look. You'll see like a little rectangular bed in there.
Okay. Well, look at this. This hasn't been ripped up very long ago.
no, fresh soil.
Yeah. Oh, and that one too. Look at that.
See, you said that.
Look at all these roots sticking up. That was not long ago. There's a tree here. It's got needles on it. It's alive. This one's alive. Ripped right out of that log. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys
Okay.
I just felt it.
Somebody standing
Yes,
next to
I
it,
just
yeah.
felt it. Very strong. And I've never felt that out here before.
What'd you feel?
I felt, well, I feel spirit. I feel the, I
The
can tell
energy.
when there's spirit energy around, like at home. I always know when someone's there, and I've had my husband take a picture, and there's been a smoky mist just last week. And as we're talking, because I go, are we being watched? He goes, yeah, we are.
Well, it's
And-
interesting. We just came back here about 10 minutes ago, and she got really, really sick.
Yeah, I
Really
had to walk
nauseous,
out.
and she had to go back to the bathroom.
Wow.
I
So
was
we
fine.
came out, we came back. I said, okay, we're just looking. We have no cameras. We come in love and peace.
Well, she does.
We just want to come out and
Okay,
look
we
at
didn't
your...
know she had a camera.
We didn't say, okay, I lied. I didn't know she had a camera. And
not
then
psychic.
we found this. Yeah.
So,
And this
while
looks
you're
like
here,
a...
Barb,
Yeah.
You need to
this
film
is
that.
very
You go
interesting.
around
Oh,
on
I'm
the
sorry.
log, and
Okay.
film. It looks like a rectangular area for a bed.
this is where I was the
Okay.
other day, and I think that's why the tree came down, because they didn't want me coming in here. But if you look through here
Yeah.
and around the,
Lot of,
there's like a big bed between all the
Oh,
logs.
really? Okay. Let's step up in there and take a peek. Yeah, right there. That does look like the perfect little place to bed down in there.
Yeah, big bed.
Interesting. Okay, let's walk
Very
around
big
and look at
bed.
the other side.
isn't that cool?
Yeah, see how you can see the holes? You gotta watch out for the lights things like that.
You know, the best approach for cover is off of this river with the noise,
Oh, yeah.
and then just go in this way where everybody's at.
Yep. Well, you know, even on this side over here, this triangle would be a great place to bed down where you could observe and stay hidden. Wow. Yeah, there's always been some amazing things when we come out here. Well, I think this is really interesting how both of these trees are so
look at this.
freshly. I mean, the roots are literally ripped out of this, and I mean, it's a pretty spindly tree to have those roots up in the air.
And look how this one's twined.
Yeah.
It's starting to twine.
Yeah, not top heavy for it to be that far ripped out. And as it must have had some weight on it to do that, you know, to pivot it up over this log and literally rip that one out too. So, very cool.
So I put a protection cliff here, the trident,
Yeah?
and then there's all the rocks, and we're gonna check it in the morning, the rocks and shells, because it was altered this morning. Half of them were on the ground.
Really?
Yeah, they were lined up like this last night, and we came in this morning with David, and several of them were down, so something inspected
Something was
them.
looking at them.
Yep.
Right on, very cool.
I know. There you are.
We'll see what it looks like tomorrow.
And this was here, he said. Although it's fresh,
It is not old, yeah.
he said that was good. But his tent was right here.
Yeah, this was,
So that's pretty close to have a tree.
yeah, right there. Well, at least it was one of the little ones.
Yeah. We think.